Hello everyone, welcome on board our journey through the pages of another informative edition of Jamaica Magazine. Coming up, Mind, building public sector capabilities and service excellence. We engage in a discussion on the future of work, plus a whole lot of information to help you stay fit and healthy. Sit with us for these and more.
Jamaica, I can help you protect our citizens.
Jamaica Eye will play a part in increasing your public safety.
Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of you, our citizens. If you have a camera system outside your home or office facing a public space, log on to jamaicaeye.gov.jm today. Jamaica Eye, we're all connected. The Ministry of National Security, creating a safer and prosperous Jamaica.
Hi there, I'm Kerry-Ann Smith-McIntosh with your JIS News of the Week. Prime Minister Andrew Holness presented keys to families for 29 detached units in Darliston Grove and 23 detached units in Shrewsbury, Westmoreland this week. They are the first set of beneficiaries in the island to receive units under the NHD's Labour and Small Materials Program. The Finance Ministry has signed a $1.58 million contract with Ernst & Young Jamaica Limited to carry out a review of the public sector compensation structure and develop a proposal for a pay-for-performance and reward framework.
We'll be looking towards establishing a single job evaluation system where jobs can be evaluated according to a single criteria rather than using multiple job evaluation criteria, which we have been using over the past several decades, which has resulted in public sector compensation that is varied and suboptimal.
At the same time, Ernst & Young has been contracted to implement shared corporate services for the public sector.
We are aiming to bring greater levels of efficiency to the public sector by consolidating administrative and support functions into single areas that can serve the entire public sector. And we'll be seeking to do that along a number of functional areas. I won't mention all of them, but areas such as HR and legal services, internal audit, public relations, and other such support functions.
The Jamaica Tourist Board is reporting that over $3.1 billion has been earned from the tourism sector between January 1 and October 31 this year. The country also welcomed more than 3.4 million visitors during the period. Portfolio Minister Edmund Bartlett says the record-breaking figures should continue to increase as the winter tourist season approaches. Government has outlined 10 major development plans for Port Royal.
The Port Royal 2020 development project is going to ensure that the town of Port Royal becomes a model for safety and security, and, as I say, the smartest city in our region.
Displaced sugar workers in Clarendon who intend to pursue farming are to benefit from input materials donated by the Kingdom of Morocco.
I want you to take advantage of what is here and of this phase. The reality with our current present-day reality is that not only should we be focusing on where we can get a new job, but we have to focus more on what sort of business can I set up that will bring in somewhere.
Business owners who have paid the now abolished minimum business tax for this year are entitled to a refund after the Senate passed a bill entitled An Act to Repeal the Minimum Business Tax Act 2019.
I must emphasize that this measure, among other revenue measures introduced, are geared at stimulating business activity and incentivizing formalization because that allows and enables growth, Mr. President.
5 local organizations have received grants to advance gender equality and security.
The play and the transformative effects they can have on social and behavioral change, especially among the most vulnerable and disenfranchised within society. I say thanks to the Canadian government for its ongoing partnership.
And the Ministry of Culture has launched a project aimed at preserving reggae called Children of the Icons and Emerging Artists.
If we don't prepare the future, then we will not be able to continue this great music. And so I want you to look forward to seeing these young performers. There are some really great performers that are emerging. Coffee is one such performer.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Carrie-Ann Smith-McIntosh.
So many wish they could visit our shores. We live where they vacation. Brand Jamaica beckons all from the four corners of the earth.
Well, as a Jamaican, I have great pride in selling it. Your pride that you sell Jamaica with is something that it rolls off. Jamaica has so much to offer, and every time I have the privilege of bringing an executive down to Jamaica, an executive from an airline or a tour operator or a travel agency, and you take them across the country, the pride that they said, wow, I can't imagine, especially when it's their first time. Wow, I love this.
Build it. Cherish it. Our wealth is Brand Jamaica.
Young people are being encouraged to be innovative and acquire marketable skills to take their place in the changing labor marketplace, where the future of work is expected to be dominated by technology and artificial intelligence. A recent workshop of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security highlights the trends.
It's good to be here today to welcome and to join with the youth, all of you, everyone here today at this Youth and National Forum to discuss and share ideas under the theme Future of Work, Realizing Productivity Growth. Today's forum is very timely as many of our youths are making preparation to transition into the changing world of work. I believe that a forum like this affords us the opportunity of identifying the challenges that are expected to arise from this new wave of technological advancement known as the Fourth Industrial Revolution. But there are also opportunities as well.
I wish to implore on you as youths that you have a significant role to play in our drive to enhance productivity. We appreciate that the talent of the future lies in you. As a government, it is our responsibility to lay the foundation which will enable you not only to achieve your goals, but also to prepare you in taking your rightful place within society. Our young people remain on the cutting edge of technology, and it is prime time to maximize and monetize these opportunities.
Welcome to the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Right now, if you go into courts, you can buy a smart fridge. Why do you need to connect your fridge to your mobile device? What is it that you need to tell your fridge to do? Lower the temperature, thaw your chicken. There are so many things that are awaiting us in this Fourth Industrial Revolution. When you think about 3D printing, right now sneakers are being printed, mass production, because nobody needs to assemble these materials. Click of a button, it's done. When you think about big data analytics, we're all connected. Right now, there are companies here in Jamaica that knows exactly where we are, what we're doing, and what our demographic is. I kid you not, I work with them. A lot of the times we are connected online, but we're just consuming. The only way to earn is to create. What will you learn to create? You can do work for individuals in Europe, in America, just by sitting at home around your computer, utilizing your skill set. And with that, I'll just leave you with a few pointers. Right now, it's less brawn, it's more brains. Always observe the patterns. That's how you'll be able to position yourself at the forefront of the industry. The industry, we're still in the early stages. it's going to get a lot more aggressive because remember the pattern, 100 years. And change is constant.
It's very important that when we're thinking about how we position ourselves in this new world, that we're helping to solve industrial problems, that we're not necessarily just going with the trends, but we're also helping to solve real problems that people are having on the ground.
In Jamaica, we noticed that artificial intelligence is in existence, it's taking over, it's in the banking system, manufacturing, tourism, and so forth, right? We noticed that through the increased use of technology, it is creating a number of job opportunities in a number of sectors, namely BPO sector, animation, and cybersecurity system. Some of the occupations that are in demand are coming on stream. Data scientists, automobile engineers, project officers, robotics automation developers, and to the right you have some of the skills that are needed. Robot programming, factory automation, electronics, graphic designing. In terms of animation, Jamaica is gaining a lot of traction within the animation industry because of our increased use of technology, because of our creative skills that exist here in Jamaica, right? So what is happening is that a lot of films are being sent to Jamaica to be further developed and sent back to the US. And as a result, it is creating a number of job opportunities in several areas. For example, animators, graphic and web designers. So these are good areas for persons to get into.
85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030 don't exist as yet. AI is what is changing this workforce. AI is many things. AI, even robotics falls under AI. There is some, a word like machine learning that you may have learnt about. There is problem solving, which AI focuses on. Like if you're trying to go from here to Hong Kong, do you want a route? Do you want the cheapest route in terms of dollar? Do you want a route, airline, route in terms of minimum number of stops? Or do you want a route which takes you in the shortest amount of time? So which one do you want? And how does it find you the best solution? All these are some of typical AI problems until it has been consumed by the world of data. And with this data, what has happened is that we now have machine learning coming into play. Even machine learning has existed in computer science for a long time. But what has happened is, and the tech companies are also at fault, they tend to use AI and machine learning interchangeably. So what is AI? AI is a program that can sense, reason, act, and adapt. So it is doing what, showing some kind of intelligence by acting and adapting in the environment that it exists. Then we have machine learning, which is doing similar things, but when it's making actions and when it's doing some kind of behavior, it is based on data. We have all this data. Without analytics, this big data that we are looking at is just nothing but a heap of garbage. We need to really make sense of that data. How do we make sense of that data? We make sense of that data with the machine learning algorithms, and many people call it analytics. You're doing something with the data. So we have to be mindful, as the data is increasing, the information can decrease if we don't do something with this data.
Did you know? The consequence of not exercising, consuming excessive sugars, trans fat, sodium and alcohol, and smoking is that sooner or later you will become seriously ill? These are known causes of non-communicable diseases, known to damage critical organs in the body, rendering them dysfunctional, leading to premature death. Avoid the unhealthy habits, treat your body right, eat well, exercise, and live longer, more productive lives.
A crucial driver of Jamaica's modernization and transformation efforts, particularly in the public sector, is the Management Institute for National Development, MIND. Follow us into this important institution as we look at its work to train public sector staff and build capacity for public sector excellence.
Established in 1994 as the premier government training institution and later as an executive agency of the government, the Management Institute for National Development, MIND, stands tall as a crucial driver to the transformation and modernization of the public sector in Jamaica and the wider Caribbean.
MIND is really the outgrowth of a combination of public sector entities. And the individuals who were very crucial in the formation of MIND and bringing the various entities together were Dr. Garnet Brown and Dr. Carlton Davis.
MIND continues to add to national development by providing the Jamaican public sector with quality leadership development options, management training, supporting services, and outreach that sustain a culture of enterprise, efficiency, and responsiveness to the publics they serve.
Training and development is really the heart of public sector transformation, and so we saw the need to bring a more coordinated and structured approach to how it is that we facilitated learning and development across our public service and how we would want to see that supporting public sector transformation now and in the years ahead. And so, working with key stakeholders across the public service, we created the public sector learning framework. As a country, we want to be dynamic, and being dynamic means that we are going to have to keep in step with all the changes around us, and we need our public sector to be constantly developed so that we can transform as a public sector to be responsive to the needs of our citizens and to a developing economy and towards developed country status as well.
Registered with the University Council of Jamaica UCJ as a tertiary level institution, the programs and courses at MIND are offered at the certificate, diploma, associate of science degree, and postgraduate diploma levels. Yes! Over 50 individual offerings of programmed courses run throughout the year, utilizing the face-to-face and/or online delivery modality, in addition to those learning interventions that are facilitated in a customized format.
Here at MIND, we use a competency-based education and training philosophy. What that simply means is that our participants, having completed a program here at MIND, they're able to go back to their organizations immediately to transfer that learning. We have 3 product lines: scheduled programs, where we deliver over 50 programs and courses on an annual basis, and that is presented to the public through a schedule of learning products, and so they'll look to see what are the product offerings and they can access those programs and courses. However, you have some of our clients who want something done specific to them, so we design, develop, and deliver those programs under a customized brand. We also have our consultancy arm of the business, and with that we respond to terms of references that will be advertised by our public sector stakeholders in the newspaper or on the online portal, or some of them will contract us directly.
MIND is pleased to introduce its newest product line, MindReach, which is aimed at empowering unreached and underserved stakeholders. Through this medium, MIND is able to connect with its local communities through various developmental and transformational projects. The institution's partners include Caribbean Leadership Project CLP, Center for Creative Leadership CCL, National College for Educational Leadership NCEL, Cave Hill School of Business and Management, Jamaica Civil Service Association JCSA, Strategic Human Resource Management Division in the Ministry of Finance and Public Service SHRMD, and ministries, departments, and agencies of government.
The time that I spent at MIND and the subjects that I was exposed to, I mean, they have tremendously helped me in carrying out my work. I am considered a good leader in the JSF, or an outstanding leader, and it is as a result of my exposure to this training at MIND.
Having joined the Jamaica Fire Brigade in 1995, having understanding of my job, I realized that I would want to be a supervisor very soon. So I went seeking a course that I could do just to elevate myself. I went over to the MIND office in Montego And the greeting and the welcome from the staff there was very encouraging. They gave me an entire manual to go through to see what I needed to do. My decision to attend MIND was the best decision I could have made as a young public sector worker. I encourage every public sector worker to seek out MIND, look at their programs, select something. There is something there for you.
MIND has solidified its mark as a center for excellence and continues to facilitate capacity building for national development and the continued transformation of the Jamaican public sector.
I choose MIND.
I choose MIND, and so should you.
I feel so privileged to represent the MIND.
For more information, contact us at 876-927-17613. Visit our campuses in Kingston and Mandeville or our website at www.mind.edu.jm.
Protect yourself from the flu virus. Visit your nearest health center or doctor to get the flu vaccine. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water or by using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid the spread of germs by not touching your eyes, mouth, or nose. And be sure to regularly disinfect surfaces and objects that are used often. Remember, your health is your responsibility.
Our bodies require essential nutrients from the foods we eat to support our growth, development, and good health. But what are these nutrients and what are their benefits to the body? Also, where can you find them? All this in our next feature. Take a look.
Eating healthy by having a balanced diet consisting of items from all the food groups and consuming the right portions is important to get the nutrients vital for disease prevention, growth, and good health. Essential nutrients are building blocks for the cells that make up the body, from bone to muscle, skin, and hair. One of the most critical ones is protein, which is made up of different amino acids, some of which the body can make on its own. We need a variety of proteins to function properly, many of which can only come from the foods we eat. Meats, fish, and eggs are essential sources from animals, while plant sources include beans, nuts, and some grains. How much protein you need daily depends on a variety of factors, including how active you are and your age. Carbohydrates are the main nutrients for fueling the body's energy needs, especially our central nervous system and brain. They help protect against diseases, but some carbohydrates are healthier than others. Some healthy sources include your fresh produce, such as yam, banana, breadfruit, and tubers, as well as whole grains, fiber-rich vegetables, and fruits. Less healthy sources include refined grains and products with added sugar. Fats often get a bad rap, but it's important to know that healthy fats are essential to our body's function. Fats aid in vitamin and mineral absorption, blood clotting, building cells, and muscle movement. Fats are high in calories, which is a measure of energy from foods, but the World Health Organization recommends keeping daily calorie intake from fat at under 30%. Including healthy fats, which are the unsaturated fats in your diet, can help balance blood sugar, decrease the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes, and improve brain function. Healthy fats are also powerful anti-inflammatories and can lower the risk for arthritis, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Some of the well-known unsaturated fats are the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Sources of these healthy fats include fish, seeds, nuts, and vegetable oils, olive, avocado, and flax seeds. Trans fats are to be avoided, and we should also limit our intake of saturated fats, of which the main sources are animal-based and include butter, cheese, red meat, and ice cream. Vitamins are organic compounds essential for normal growth and are required in small quantities. There are 13 essential vitamins that the body needs, and these help lower the risk of diseases such as lung and prostate cancer. Vitamin A supports healthy vision, skin, and bones. Powerful antioxidants like vitamin C boost the immune system and helps the body heal. Eating a varied and well-balanced diet of fruits and vegetables should supply the body with the required vitamins. Minerals are also important nutrients needed for building strong bones and teeth. They help with regulating our body's metabolism and keeping us properly hydrated. The mineral calcium strengthens bones and teeth and helps with nerve signal transmission. It also helps to maintain healthy blood pressure and with muscle contraction and relaxation. Iron supports red blood cells and hormone creation, while the mineral zinc boosts the immune system and wound healing. The body also needs water, which improves brain function and mood, and acts as a shock absorber and lubricant in the body. Water also flushes our toxins, carries nutrients to cells, hydrates the body, and prevents constipation. Even mild dehydration can make us feel tired and impair concentration and physical performance. In addition to drinking water, we can hydrate ourselves by eating fruits and vegetables such as spinach and watermelon. Start treating your body right. As you grab your next meal, make sure you're getting all the nutrients needed in their right proportion.
We've come to the close of Jamaica Magazine for today. We hope you've been enlightened and ask that you join us again tomorrow for more. Until then, continue to watch these and other programs by logging on to our website at jis.gov.jm or subscribing to our YouTube channel. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.